Level 1. The diagnosis. You are 4 years old. Your mother takes you to the park. It is a beautiful Tuesday morning. You play in the sandbox for exactly 20 minutes. By the time you get home, your skin is blistered. Your face is swollen. You are screaming in agony. The doctors are baffled at first. Then the tests come back. Xeroderma pigmentosum, XP. You are a moon child. Your DNA is broken. It lacks the enzyme required to repair damage from ultraviolet light. For normal people, the sun is a source of life. It provides warmth. It provides vitamins. For you, the sun is a nuclear weapon. A single drop of unprotected daylight will mutate your cells. It will trigger aggressive skin cancers. It will blind you. It will kill you. Your world changes overnight. The house is locked down. Heavy blackout curtains are nailed over the windows. UV blocking film is applied to the glass. The fluorescent bulbs in your kitchen are replaced with specialized LED lights. You do not understand what is happening. You only know the sun is now your enemy. You ask to go outside. Your parents weep. They tell you no. You will not feel the sun on your face again. You are banished to the shadows. Level 2. The spacesuit. You are 8 years old. The isolation is suffocating. You have not felt a breeze in 4 years. Your parents buy you a suit. It is a specialized, heavily ventilated garment. It looks like a hazmat suit. You wear heavy gloves. You wear a thick hood with a UV-blocking plastic visor. A battery-powered fan hums at your waist, pumping air into the helmet so you don't suffocate. You step outside for the first time. It is high noon. The heat hits the thick fabric, but you cannot feel the warmth on your skin. You look through the tinted plastic. The world is tinted yellow. You walk down the sidewalk. A group of kids is playing basketball. They stop. They drop the ball. They stare at you. You look like an alien. One of them laughs. Another runs away crying. You cannot hear them clearly over the buzzing of your cooling fan. You wave. They do not wave back. You retreat back inside. You take off the heavy helmet. You realize the truth. You are not a boy to them. You are a freak. You throw the helmet across the room. You vow never to wear it again. If the sun won't allow you to be normal, you will claim the only domain left to you, the night. Level 3. The Night Walker. You are 14. Your internal clock is completely inverted. You wake up at 7 p.m. You eat breakfast while your parents eat dinner. You do your homeschooling in the dead of night. At 2 a.m., the world belongs to you. You walk out the front door. No suit, no gloves, no visor. The streets are empty. The suburbs are a ghost town. You walk under the orange glow of the streetlights. You know exactly which bulbs emit low-level UV radiation. You avoid them. You walk in the shadows. You sit on the cold metal of the playground swings. There are no children here to stare at you. There are only raccoons, stray cats, the distant howl of a siren. You are the king of an empty world. You find a community online. Other moon children, a digital brotherhood of ghosts. They live in Japan, they live in Brazil, they live in London. You share stories of the dark, you play video games until dawn. You feel understood. But the reality of your disease is ruthless. A boy from France stops logging on. You ask where he went. His sister replies to the forum. He developed a melanoma on his scalp. It spread to his brain. He died on Tuesday. He was 15. You learn the brutal statistics. Most children with XP do not live past 20. The disease doesn't just attack the skin, it attacks the nervous system. You watch a girl on a webcam struggle to swallow her water. Neurological decline, tremors, hearing loss. The disease is eating her from the inside out. You close your laptop. You stare at your pale, translucent hands. You are a ticking clock.
Level 4. The obsession. You are 17. You are a prisoner of the dark, but you are fascinated by your warden. The sun. You study it. You read astrophysics, nuclear fusion, solar flares. You memorize the exact distance from the Earth to the sun, 93 million miles. It takes light 8 minutes and 20 seconds to reach your front porch. You watch documentaries about the Sahara Desert, about tropical beaches. You watch normal people lying on the sand, baking their skin in the radiation that would melt yours. You feel a deep, burning envy. You watch your neighbors through a crack in the blackout curtains. A teenage boy is washing his car in the driveway. He is shirtless. The sun is beating down on his shoulders. He is sweating. He is smiling. He does not know how lucky he is. He takes the light for granted. He bathes in the poison that would end your life. You realize you have never felt warmth, true warmth. You know the sterile heat of a radiator. You know the heavy, sweaty heat inside your protective suit, but you do not know the gentle, enveloping kiss of golden hour. You do not know the feeling of a summer breeze hitting bare arms. You are surviving, but you are not living. You are a specimen preserved in a dark jar. Level 5, the breaking point. You are 19. The neurological symptoms have begun. Your left hand trembles when you try to hold a glass of water. Your hearing is fading in your right ear. The doctors offer sympathetic smiles. They prescribe medications. They tell you to remain vigilant, keep the curtains drawn, keep the suit on. You sit in your pitch-black bedroom. The air conditioning hums. The LED lights cast a sterile blue glow. You feel profound claustrophobia. The walls are closing in. You have lived in this bunker for almost 2 decades. You have followed every rule. You have hidden from the light. You have denied yourself every normal human experience. And for what? To buy a few more years in the dark? To slowly lose your mind as your neurons degrade? You look at the heavy, reinforced door. You look at the thick, protective suit hanging in the closet. You hate it. You hate the smell of the plastic visor. You hate the buzzing of the fan. You hate the darkness. You make a decision, a terrifying, beautiful, fatal decision. You will not die in the dark. You will not let the disease slowly strip away your dignity until you are a shivering ghost in a blacked-out hospital room. You want to feel it, just once. You want to experience the fundamental human right that was stolen from you at birth. You want to stand in the sun. Level 6, the calculus. You are a rational person. You know exactly what this means. You know the biology. If you step outside in the middle of the day unshielded, billions of ultraviolet photons will bombard your epidermis. They will smash into your cellular DNA. They will create thymine dimers, chemical bonds that warp the DNA helix. Because you lack the nucleotide excision repair enzymes, the damage will be permanent. The mutations will trigger instantaneous cellular panic. The burns will be severe. The cancer is a mathematical certainty. It is suicide. You know this, but you calculate the value of time. Is 20 years in a cage worth more than 1 minute of absolute freedom? Is an eternity of cold shadows better than 60 seconds of glorious golden fire?
You choose a date. June 21st, the summer solstice, the longest day of the year. The sun will be at its absolute peak, maximum intensity, no half measures. If you are going to touch the fire, you want it to burn. You write letters, one to your mother, one to your father. You tell them you love them. You tell them not to blame themselves. You tell them you are not doing this out of despair. You are doing this out of defiance. You place the letters on your unmade bed. Level 7, the threshold. It is 12 p.m., high noon. The house is quiet. Your parents have gone to the grocery store. They think you are asleep. They think you are safe in your bunker. You stand in the hallway. You are wearing a white t-shirt and light shorts. Your arms are bare. Your legs are bare. Your skin is ghost pale. You have never been exposed to the elements. You look at the heavy front door. Your heart is hammering against your ribs. Your breath is shallow. The survival instincts wired deep into your primate brain are screaming at you to stop. The sun is death. The sun is the enemy. Turn back. You ignore the voice. You grip the brass handle. It feels cold. You turn it. You push the heavy door open. Level 8, the light. You step onto the porch. The first thing that hits you is the smell. Baked asphalt, cut grass, dry pine needles. It is intoxicating. It smells like a world you were never allowed to visit.
Then the light. It is blinding. You have lived your entire life under low-wattage LEDs and the pale glow of the moon. The sun is a magnificent, roaring star. You squint, tears immediately welling in your eyes. The world is saturated in vivid, impossible colors. The sky is a violently bright blue. The leaves on the oak tree are an electric, pulsing green. You have never seen the world like this. It is a painting come to life. You step off the porch. You step onto the grass. You look up. Second 10. The warmth hits you. It is not like a radiator. It is not like a blanket. It is a living heat. It wraps around your shoulders. It sinks into your bones. It feels like a massive, gentle hand pressing against your skin. It is the most beautiful physical sensation you have ever experienced. You close your eyes. You smile. You tilt your head back. You spread your arms wide. Second 20. The prickling begins. The photons are doing their work. Millions of invisible daggers are piercing your epidermis. Your DNA is fracturing. You can almost feel the cells screaming. You do not move. You stand your ground. Second 30. A neighbor walks out of his house. He is holding a garbage bag. He stops. He looks at you. He knows who you are. He knows about the boy who lives in the dark. He drops the bag. He screams your name. He starts running toward you. Second 40. The pain escalates. Your skin feels tight. A deep, radiating burn spreads across your face, your neck, your arms. It feels like standing too close to an open oven. Your body is rejecting the light, but your soul is drinking it in. You breathe in the hot summer air. You feel truly, completely alive. Second 50. The neighbor tackles you. He throws his jacket over your head. He drags you toward the door. You fight him. You kick. You thrash. You want your final 10 seconds. You scream to be let go. Second 60. He drags you over the threshold. The door slams shut. The heavy locks click. Level 9. The aftermath. You are back in the dark.
The silence of the house returns. The air conditioning kicks on, blowing cold, sterile air over your body. You are lying on the hardwood floor in the hallway. The neighbor is panting, calling ambulance on a cell phone. Your skin is already turning a violent, unnatural red. Blisters are forming on your forearms. The pain is astronomical. It feels like someone has poured boiling water over your entire body. Every nerve ending is on fire. You are shivering. You are taken to the hospital. You are placed in a specialized burn unit. The room has no windows. The lights are dimmed. You are hooked up to IVs. Your parents sit beside your bed. They are weeping. They do not understand. They ask you why. Why would you destroy everything they built to protect you? Why would you throw your life away? You cannot speak. Your face is wrapped in heavy gauze. The swelling has closed your throat. But even if you could speak, you wouldn't know how to explain it to them. They have felt the sun every day of their lives. They have never known the profound starvation of the dark. The doctors confirm what you already knew. The cellular damage is catastrophic. The mutations are massive and widespread. Aggressive melanomas will form within months. The clock hasn't just sped up, it has shattered. You have signed your own death warrant. You lie in the sterile hospital bed. The morphine drips into your veins, dulling the fire that consumes your skin. You close your eyes. In the darkness behind your eyelids, you do not see the bunker. You do not see the heavy black curtains. You do not see the spacesuit. You see the vivid electric green of the oak tree. You see the violent blue of the midday sky. You feel the heavy golden warmth wrapping around your bare shoulders. The pain is unbearable. The end is inevitable. You are going to die. But as the heart monitor beeps in the pitch-black room, you feel something you have never felt in 19 years of safe, protected existence. You feel peace. You finally know what it means to live. You are not a ghost. You are not a medical specimen. For 60 glorious, agonizing seconds, you were a human being. And that was worth every burn.